Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Praise Tasker. I'm 22, almost 23. I don't know why. I just whenever it gets towards my birthday, I'm always like not in a very good mood. Like I'm always not happy about it. But I feel like we all need to grow old, don't we? I don't like birthdays. It's just a day where people like say happy birthday to you and stuff like that, and you just feel bad that you don't have any friends. I just feel bad that you don't have any friends. Anyways, that's not the point. So today I'm gonna be reacting to AI stories on YouTube. First of all, I don't like AI stories. I'm just trying to come out of my comfort zone with these reactions. I'm gonna try to do anime as well because I've never watched anime, and up until now I told myself I would never watch anime, but never say never, I guess. So today I'm going to be reacting to AI stories, and the one I saw has 488,000 views, and it makes me wonder why. So let's get straight to the video. She preferred her educated daughter every single day for 7 years. What happened will break you. Let us see. When could they look, they watch.
At her, a whole dropout, and she still cannot even clean a floor properly. This is why education matters, Mama.
Okay.
7 years, and the only certificate she has is a wet rag.
Oh my goodness! First of all, guy, was she trying to spill the water on her?
Not one word
or
from
something?
You.
My goodness!
Right, she has education.
Are they twins or something?
Your sister, she's older than you. Yes. She never finished school. She just stayed in the village. She looks really old. That's her business. Who cares?
They look alike, but they have like different hairstyles.
One speak first. Chioma speak. We are listening. Yes, mother.
Wait, but she's 20.
Adana was 17. She put her own fees back in the
But that girl
box.
doesn't really look like a 17-year-old.
For 7 years, she starved herself.
That's the problem with AI. Like, it's not.
And sent a man who
it doesn't
loved her
add up.
away, all so her sister could graduate.
Are they looking at each
Mother
other?
said thank you. Her sister said, "It is what it is." What she built in silence.
Oh, someone's actually
will
telling the
break you.
story.
The day they buried Obi Oranwachukwu, they hammered
Obi
him
Oranwachukwu.
dry and mean across the compound, scattering red dust
What is
over
the other
Mona's
daughter?
black clothes. Like
Oh,
it
okay,
had
she's that
something
one,
more
the one
important
there.
to be. His wife, Ngozi, wept loudly.
I thought
The
they
kind
were
of weeping
they
that
were
needed an
saying the
audience.
stories themselves.
His
How
younger
come
daughter, Chioma,
someone's
14 and
dictating it?
pressed herself into her mother's side.
Oh,
and
look at those
cried
tears!
with
You're
her.
not even falling down.
His elder daughter, Adana, 17, stood apart from both of them near the kids with
Honestly.
dry eyes and a look on her face that frightened the older woman.
Honestly.
Not grief, calculation. She was already counting what
I'm
was left.
laughing because
3
it's
days
so
after the
ridiculous.
burial, Adana sat at the table with the small tin box her
Okay.
father had kept under the floorboards.
Yeah,
Inside, 4,200 naira, a school fees
4,000
receipt, a
naira.
land document for the half-acre
Where
behind
did her
the
mom come
house,
from?
and a photograph of himself as a young man smiling at something. She
How's that
arranged
picture
everything on the
staying?
table and looked at it for a long time. Her mother
My goodness me! Oh goodness! How is that photo standing? Because I can see her hand is not really touching. I'm not going to be mean. Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
appeared in the doorway.
What are you doing with that?
Counting what we have, Mama.
The picture
And?
is still standing,
Chioma's school
okay?
fees are due at the end of the month. Mine are the same. There is
And
only
doesn't
enough
look
for
like
one.
she's
The
holding on
silence
to
that
it, so I
followed was
don't
the kind
know.
that already contained its answer.
Chioma cannot miss school.
But
Order
she
for
became
fire was
a.
delivered to the
Oh,
pastor's
she
compound,
seems very
and a small
hardworking.
plot of the backyard.
So she seems very hardworking, but I'm not seeing any story about the other sister. Adana or Adaisy, I don't know her name. Seems very hardworking. She goes to people to wash their clothes and do farming and stuff. So far it's good. But I haven't still figured out the story if they're twins or one is older than the other or something, but we're still watching anyway.
Cleared and planted with pepper and ugu. Chioma left for school on a Monday morning with a new bag their father's brother had
Chioma
contributed, and the 4,000
It's supposed
naira
to be
pressed into her
17.
palm
She
by
looks quite
Adana.
young for 17.
Adana, are you not coming back to school?
Ah,
Not this term.
okay, so they're not twins. One of them's younger.
Pulling on her work boots. The
Ah!
village had a way of teaching without a
Wait. So you would tell me that her shoe was hanging on the bus? Like, is she doing up the bus? I don't understand what's happening. First of all, her shoe was hanging on the bus, and that part of the bus where it was even hanging on didn't seem like it was something that you could keep something on. And secondly, she took the two shoes from the bus. Where's the other leg of the shoe? Oh my goodness.
Self, my daughter.
I am not dying, Mama. I am working.
She's
Your sister,
working
does she
hard,
know what you
yeah.
are doing to feed her education.
She knows I love her. That is enough.
Mama looked at her for a long moment, then pressed
Wait, I feel like this story, as much as I'm laughing and finding it very funny, it's sort of, sending out a message as to how when people are young and maybe they lose a family member, one of them decides to be the bigger person and like take up the course of the family, and it's good, but I feel like she said, does your sister know that you're what all these things you're doing to make sure she goes to school? And she's like, no, but she knows I love her. I feel like you should sort of tell people the sacrifice that you make for them. As much as most people like us or like me, I can use myself for an example, don't like to take glory or things like that. I feel like it's good to tell people the sacrifice, because some people, they don't know how much you sacrifice for them, and then they don't show appreciation. Not that it's always like you want them to like glorify you or anything, but some people sort of like take for granted the sacrifices that you make. Like, see, she's not going to school, she's working hard making sure her sister goes to school, and then like at the end of the day the sister might not appreciate that effort. So anyways,
a small bundle of kola nut into her hand.
okay,
the way
kola
old women give
nuts.
blessings they didn't know how to say aloud.
Oh,
Chioma came home for Christmas holiday with good grades
who is
and
man?
city dust on her slippers. She was louder now, full of things she had seen and learnt. And the
Yeah,
house bent itself around her presence the way it always
is
had.
this her mom?
Look at my daughter.
doesn't look like-
first in her class.
It's her mom.
Second, Mama.
So it
But I
means
was
that the
first by
sister
Their
has been
mother
making
laughed a
money,
full laugh.
and the mother's
She
looking
kept for
like
Chioma.
she didn't lose her
Adana came in
husband,
from the
and the
backyard
sister is
carrying
looking
a pot,
like
still in her farm
she's
clothes.
lost.
Her hands were stained with soil. She set the pot down and started to serve
What
the
did she
food
make?
without being asked.
Dana, come and hear what happened.
Let's just go back for like 2 seconds. Let's go back for 2 seconds. Oh wait, not there. The food, where she was dishing up the food. I know, it was like it looked like a golden onion or something.
Down and started to serve the food without being
There, there.
Dana, come and hear what
Oh my goodness. It didn't look like a golden onion. It looks like a golden pumpkin.
happened at school.
She told the story with her hands and her whole body.
Okay, so
It was
she's
a good
younger.
story.
Adana is
listened
older and the other
smiled
girl is
in
younger.
all
Okay.
the right places.
But they look.
That is good,
Anyways.
Chioma. You are
Oh,
doing
and
well.
Chioma looks
You should come
is
back
younger.
to school. Surely by now things have settled.
I
Don't disturb your
thought
sister.
Adana
Adana is
Chioma
fine
was
where
a
she
baby.
is.
It was
Ah,
so
the mother
casual.
looks.
A
Mother have lost
sentence about
weight.
weather. Adana kept stirring the soup. That
And
was
the
the
sister
first
looks
time
like
she
she's the mom.
understood that her mother did not intend for things to change.
Exactly.
In
Her mom
January,
look. Her mother
a man
seems
from the
like.
next
Her mother seems like she's benefiting off of the girl's hard work. So I can imagine why she wouldn't want her to, go back to school. If she has raised enough money, she would want her to keep selling pepper soup and, fending for the family. But I think that, I don't know who wrote the story, but some of these things happen actually in real life, to be honest. But it's very sad that parents, and that woman looks like she's very able, but she's not wanting to work hard. Instead, she leaves her young daughter that's meant to be in school, meant to be, getting life and future advancements and meeting new people and friends and stuff like that, and experiencing what she experienced when she was younger. She's letting her fend for the family, which is bad. But
compound, Ikena, 26, who had just returned from
Ikena.
apprenticeship in Onitsha.
Please don't
began
fall in love with
stopping
this
near
guy.
the pepper
I
soup
beg you.
stand on Friday night,
Doesn't look
longer than
Wow.
it took to eat.
To
He
each
was
their own.
decent. He was respectful.
You see,
Like
Ikena,
she
this
was a person worth looking at.
Ikena, this
After
hot.
3
That soup
Fridays,
is
he found a
literally
reason to speak.
like boiling
You
hot.
wake up very early.
Ah.
There is a lot to do.
I have been watching. I have noticed. You work harder
Oh.
than anyone in
Such
this
a
village.
noticer.
She looked at him then, really looked. He was not bad. He was in fact the kind of man she might have hoped for in a different version of her life.
Is
Eh.
not receiving visitors this season.
Ah.
He's still grieving.
I can wait.
Adana suddenly has an
So
accent.
gently, it almost didn't sound like closing a door.
As
But
in,
it
hey
was.
people,
She
this
had done their
first of all, the soup or pepper soup, it looks very good. And I'm wondering, like, the way he's holding it up, the smoke is coming out. It's not hot. Like, what's up now? It's not hot in your hand. Eh?
arithmetic already. A husband meant her own household. Her own household meant nobody left to pay Chioma's second year fees, her third year.
Wait, so
her
sorry, I just want to ask. Okay, so in courtship, don't they usually go on dates and stuff like that? How come she's talking about her husband now?
final year. Ikena waited 2 more Fridays before he stopped coming. Adana watched the space he left and filled it with more work. By the time Chioma began her second year
Chioma
at
is a
university,
big girl
Adana
now.
had stopped thinking of her life as sacrifice. Sacrifice implied loss. She had decided instead to think of it as a gift she was giving.
You see how that spade, I don't know what they call it, turned into, it disappeared now. But I'm not, let's talk about the story. Let's not think about all the things that are going wrong in this video right now.
Freely, completely, without invoice.
Ah.
This, she would later
Then I
understand,
see selling pepper
was
soup
her
and her sister
first
is in
great
second year
mistake.
university.
Not the giving, the belief that those who receive freely giving gifts remember the hand that gave them. Chioma graduated on a Thursday.
Oh,
in July,
congratulations,
and by
girl.
Friday, the whole village knew. Ngozi tied her best George wrapper and walked to the market with her chin raised.
Yeah.
Adana heard the celebrations from the backyard where she was washing it.
But how does it get to a point where the person that is the sole breadwinner of the house suddenly becomes a maid? Because as you can see, they're celebrating, but she's busy washing clothes and not even being included in the things that are going on with the family. It's kind of sad, to be honest.
Neighbor's bed sheets. She wrung the water from the fabric, hung it on the line, and went back inside to start the evening meal. No
But Adana, you're working and you're earning money. You people don't have bathroom in your house. Why do you look like this? Adana, you're the one that is earning the money. You're the one that is looking like the house girl, looking like trash. You're not even wearing clothes, better clothes. You're not even washing your clothes. You're washing other people's clothes. Wash your own clothes now.
Nobody called her to come and celebrate. She set the pot on the fire anyway. Chioma arrived home 2 weeks later with a box of belongings.
Suddenly, Chioma's brother
a
looks
certificate in
older.
a cardboard tube, and the particular energy of someone who has just discovered they are better than where they came from. She was not unkind, not yet. She hugged Adana at the door and brought out
Chioma
a
just
small
threw away her
gift
bag.
from her bag, a hand cream, the expensive kind that smelled like shea.
Where did
or
Chioma
something
go to
foreign.
school, Seth?
For your hands. I noticed last Christmas they were getting rough.
She said
Oh,
it warmly.
how sweet
She
of her.
meant it warmly, but Adana heard the other thing inside it. The noticing, the categorizing, the quiet measurement of distance between them. She accepted the
No, I feel like somebody got you hand cream. It's a kind gesture. What are you now thinking about? Looking for deep meanings into the hand cream that you got. Look, first of all, just to say that I'm not on anyone's side, Adana chose the life that she did. Because she has a brain, right? She can think for herself and figure out that, I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. I'm not supposed to be striving so hard for people and not advance, like doing anything for my life, right? So and then you sent her, let's say, abroad, because I don't know where she went, and she got hand cream and came to you and gave it to you, and then you're looking for a deeper meaning to the hand cream. It's a kind gesture. She gave you hand cream because your hands were rough. You're the ones that was washing people's clothes and doing farming. Nobody sent you work.
cream and thanked her sister and placed it on the shelf, where it stayed unopened for months. The salary was real money, city money, and it arrived in her account on the last day
Yeah, it is so big. I don't know, like if people should be making this. I guess the storyline is realistic, but some of the characteristics not realistic. Oh, because this is how I used to be. I used to be happy when money into my account, but this is how it used to glisten in my bag, in my phone, or in my screen when this thing enter my account. So, anyways,
like a kept promise. She sent some home. Not much, but enough that Ngozi could stop asking Adana for contributions to
Ngozi has got a job and is earning and is now sending her mom money so that her sister doesn't have to worry about the bills anymore. Great.
After her father died, she did it without announcement. When the work was done, Ngozi looked at the news ink and said, Chioma has been so generous since she got that job. Adana picked up her basket and went to the market. The family meeting was called in December. Ngozi's brother, Uncle Emeka, had come from Aoka with a land dispute that needed family agreement, a small portion of their late father's property that a neighbor was trying to claim. He gathered the family in the main room. Himself, Ngozi, Chioma, Adana, and 2 cousins who had driven in from Newi. They sat. Emeka laid out the problem. The neighbor had filed a petition. They needed to respond to something she had read about land tenure. The cousins listened. Emeka nodded.
Chioma and Adana look alike.
Made and cannot believe you made. Then Adana spoke.
The petition will not hold. Papa registered that land in 1987. I have the documents. The neighbor only built his fence in 2019. We have photographs from before that.
Who is the older one?
We bring both to the council and the case closes before.
How come my voice is over now? Her voice has changed now.
It could work.
What if they question the evidence? We have the witnesses.
How come the mom suddenly looks like a young lady? And she's older.
Laughed, short, reflexive, the kind of laugh that escapes before manners can catch it.
Adana, we are talking about a legal process. This is not just showing photographs to the council elders. The council elders are exactly who will decide this. That is how it works here. That is how it used to work. Things have changed.
Let us hear all sides.
Chioma is right. She has education. She understands.
See? You see? It's the mother. The mother is the problem. Chioma is right. She has education. She understands. I feel like the person that would understand the villagers more would be the person that had lived there longer than the other one that was abroad studying. So I would rather take Adana's word for it than Chioma's, because Chioma lived abroad and she probably doesn't know everything about what's happening in the village. So if Adana says we need to show photos to the villagers, then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But the mother is now trying to take a mick or something, or make Adana feel bad by saying that, oh, she has education. Let's listen to her. Mothers. You should be kind to all your children. Don't pick favorites. It's ridiculous.
These things better.
It was said simply, without cruelty, which almost made it worse. A statement of fact, the way you'd say the sky is grey or the well is dry. Adana sat back in her chair. She did not argue. She did not raise her voice. She folded her hands.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying it obviously because she's feeling a bit more intimidated because she doesn't have education.
Like nobody wanted to name.
She sacrificed her whole life and her own education so her sister can go to school.
And told them to
only for them to come and start telling her how this
any photograph they had before the fence was built. Exactly what Adana had said 40,000 naira earlier. Nobody mentioned it.
Exactly.
Chioma visited less as the months passed, but when she
Chioma has strength, so
bags of
rice and generator only she carrying
the house that made Ngozi weep with gratitude.
Ngozi is getting older and older.
Each departure was mourned. Adana was always there. That was the problem with always being there. You became furniture, necessary, unnoticed, unremarkable. At Easter, Chioma brought a friend from Enugu, a colleague, a woman called Adeaze who wore her nails long and spoke Igbo with a city accent. Adana came in from the farm while they were sitting in the parlor. And
Adana, like
that is
Adana safe, eh? You like I don't understand. Okay, she went to the farm. Look at how she's looking. I mean, she went to go and roll on the floor. I don't understand what's going on. Did she roll like she literally? Me, I've been to the farm before. This is not how we used to look. Okay, maybe I was not really a farmer, but this is not how farmers look.
My elder sister,
Just that. Not her name, not anything she had done or was, just a position in a family hierarchy.
First of all, the narrator is like, just going too far. You can introduce someone and say, oh, that's my elder sister. You don't necessarily have to say about all the things that she has done for you in your life and stuff. Some people might like it, but personally, I don't think that I would like that. You can introduce me as your sister, no problem. As long I don't even know the person, so why do you want to come and start saying, oh, this is my sister, she's one that put me through school? Because that's what the narrator is insinuating, that, oh, she didn't say anything to, the person. She didn't, she only said she's my sister. Yeah, she's your sister. What else can she be to you? Your breadwinner and your knight and shining star.
As if Adana were a piece of furniture being pointed out to a guest. Adeaze smiled politely and returned to her conversation. Later that evening, Adana overheard them in the kitchen, voices low but not low enough.
Your sister?
Yeah.
She's older than you?
Yes.
Literally. Like, she's literally standing there. The door is not even open, like closed enough for you to not notice that she's standing there.
Finished school. She just stayed in the village.
Ah, that is sad. It is what it is.
Adana stood outside the kitchen door for a moment.
First of all, why does Adana look so hurt? She only said she'd never finished school. But to be honest, you're not meant to go and start telling people's business to everybody now.
Then she went to the backyard, sat on the low
especially
stool
someone
near
she
the
doesn't know.
firewood pile and
Adana
stayed
looked
there
filthy,
until
now
the
she
sky
looks
went
better.
fully
This is
dark.
the best she has
It
dressed
is
since
what
I
it
started
is.
watching this video, honestly.
7 years. 7 years of 4 a.m. mornings and cracked hands, and a man she had sent away, and a school she had abandoned, and a life she had folded up and put in a box so that Chioma could stand in that kitchen and say,
but she
"It is
not
what
really
it is."
say,
She
okay,
did
I
not
guess,
cry. The kind
it's
of
sad
pain
that
she
she
was
said
feeling
this is what
had
it
moved
is,
past
but
the place where tears could
you know.
reach it.
The last night happened on a Wednesday in November. Ordinary in every way, except
ooh, that
it
bit
was
looks
the
good.
last. Adana had made egusi soup. She had pounded the yam herself. The
Yeah.
table was set. They were eating, the three of them, when Ngozi began talking about a plot of land a family friend was selling, a
That food
possible
looks nice.
investment, something to consider.
But that's a lot of food for
Adana
three
had
people.
a
Rice
thought.
and
She
eba
opened her
and
mouth.
soup.
Adana, let Chioma speak. She understands business.
They told you
Adana
that.
closed
Who is
her
Adama? Who is Adana and who is Shoma?
She washed the plates.
Honestly.
She went to her room.
She never eat your food. How the food become 2 plates now?
Dark. She had been invisible
Honestly.
before. Hunger, exhaustion, loneliness. She had metabolized all of it. But this was different. This was her mother in her father's house.
Who's she talking
at
to?
a table that existed
Does she have a spirit
because
animal or
she had
something?
kept it standing, telling her to be quiet. She sat in the dark for a long time. Then she got up, pulled her old travel bag from under the bed, and began slowly, quietly, without drama, to
So
pack.
now she
She
decided
was
to leave
gone
after she
before
has.
the cockerel crowed.
Her
The
sister
room she
has,
left behind was neat, bed made, floor swept. The hand cream.
Why is the
Chioma
hand
had
cream?
given
Why is
her
the hand
still
cream
sitting on the
smoking?
shelf unopened. The only things missing were her travel bag, her father's photograph, and the small tin box with the land document inside. She took nothing that was.
Nothing happened. You know how Adana is. She has always been too sensitive.
Too sensitive.
Should I come home? For what? She will come back when she is tired of wherever she thinks she is
Bad
going.
mom.
She
I
said
hope
it
your
with the
food
confidence
burns.
of a woman who had never imagined being wrong about this. She finished her tea and went about her morning. By midday, the neighbors knew. Mama Ezine, who had employed Adana's washing hands for 9 years, had the news and came immediately to the compound, wrapper still untied from her afternoon rest.
When did she leave? Last night, it seems.
Who is
you
this?
are sitting here. You're not looking for her.
Exactly, like you're not looking for.
She left on her own. That girl has been
Ah.
holding this family with her 2 bare hands since her father died.
I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired of this video. Who sent me? I have to watch it to the end now. How many minutes is left? Oh my goodness. There's roughly like 15 minutes left still. How did the young woman turn into an old woman? And how did the old woman still remain young? Why? People have the mind to post this on YouTube and child porn and something like and views. Who is watching this thing? Oh my goodness. Anyways, moving on.
has left, it is because something broke inside her. You should be afraid.
Afraid of what?
She left because
Ah.
Chioma has done well and she's jealous.
See,
Simple.
this mother is
Mama Ezine stood in
evil.
the compound for a moment longer, looking at Ngozi with an expression that was not quite pity and not quite contempt, but lived in the territory between them. Then she tied her wrapper tighter and walked back to her own house without another word. Chioma came home that weekend, not out of worry.
Chioma
She
has
told
very
herself
good
it was to check on her
hairstyles.
mother, which was mostly true. She stood in Adana's room for a while, looking at the neat bed and the unopened hand cream. Something moved in her chest, brief and uncomfortable.
First of all, that hand cream looks like an inhaler. Secondly, now let's get back to the story. All criticism aside, I feel like her reaction is valid because you don't, like they say, a prophet is not appreciated in his house or something. I don't know if that's saying what it says, but it's like now you thought that she was going to be there forever. Now she decided to stand up for herself and leave the house because you guys don't appreciate her, and now you're crying because you can't find your sister anymore. But even when she was in the house with you, you still didn't appreciate her. You weren't, having conversations or even doing sisterly things with her. You guys were just estranged, but living in the same house, sort of. Or, whenever she would come to visit and things like that. Which is very sad, that things like this happen. And it does happen in your life where, siblings can be estranged from each other. And then this one, she actually left. What if the person dies? You don't get that chance to say sorry or to build that relationship anymore. That's like just know that life is not as long as we think it is. It's crazy.
And she pushed it down before it could form itself into anything she would have to examine.
She didn't even leave a note.
She
That
did
is
leave a
Adana.
note, I think.
Always
I think I saw
dramatic.
it. Or maybe she
Living
didn't.
without a word is not dramatic, Mama. It's the opposite.
Don't start feeling sorry for her. She made her choice.
Chioma picked
this
up
mother
the
is a
hand
very
cream from the
bad
shelf
mother.
and held it. Unopened, she set it back down. She did not bring up Adana again that weekend.
Why
Neither
would
did
she?
her mother. By Sunday evening, they were talking about other things. Chioma's promotion prospects, a cousin's
So they
upcoming
forgot about
wedding,
the sister.
price of
Suddenly they've
tomatoes.
forgotten
The
about the
village
sister.
moved on the way villages do, with noise, then with silence, then with forgetting. Nobody searched for Adana, not truly. Chioma made one
Nobody searched for Adana. Nobody.
phone call to a distant cousin in Onitsha. Have you seen her? And when the answer
Okay, so she's sort of like, she's sad, she's worried about her sister. But the reaction from her mom is making her not really take it as serious as she's meant to. Because if you're working now and you're earning money that is glittering on your screen, you should be able to find your sister, call the police or something. And as much as she packed her bags and left, let's take it as she's missing. Because she didn't leave any notes according to them, but I told her I saw a note there. She didn't leave any notes. You should, want to find out. What if because she hasn't left the village ever. So how does she know her way around? She doesn't. So you need to find her, girl. Like, what are you doing? And you need to get your hair done as well.
was no, she noted it and moved forward. Ngozi asked around the market once, perfunctorily, in the way you ask about a missing item you've already decided to replace. 3 weeks after Adana's departure, Ngozi repurposed her
This
room,
paint is
a
the...
storage space, then eventually a place
Oh,
for
she
Chioma
changed
to
her room.
sleep when she visited. The bed was the same, the shelf was cleared.
Yeah, the mother has favorites because the other daughter is missing or left. And she's rearranging her room to fit the other daughter that already has a house in the city. It's crazy and ridiculous.
Only Mama Gwefi, old and sharp-eyed, paused when she passed the compound and noticed the changed window curtain. She said nothing to me, but she began to pray quietly for Adana, the kind of prayers reserved for people the world has swallowed.
3 years passed.
3 years has passed.
She moved into a better apartment in Enugu, 2 bedrooms with a small...
Is that how Enugu looks? Because it's dope. It looks like America.
Adana's absence had been reclassified, first as
Oh, that lady
stubbornness,
looks nice.
then as failure, then finally as simply the way things were. The story the family told was clean. The younger sister had worked hard and succeeded. The elder sister
but
had lacked ambition.
she liked ambition. She liked ambition. That's what you guys are saying, that she liked ambition. She was literally working hard so that you people can have food on your table. You can go to school. You can wear those nice clothes that you wear that after your husband died. She liked ambition. Okay.
What can you do? But Mama Ezine remembered. She remembered the cracked hands and the 4 a.m. firewood and the Friday pepper soup.
It's really Mama Ezine that I remember. Mama Ezine is not even her relative. The people that she was doing those hard works for,
because
they don't
nobody had
remember.
asked her, and because some truths spoken into the wrong silence
Don't worry, Kama
made
is
her
him.
look bitter. In the 4th year, a trader
dog.
from the village returned from Aba with a story. He had been at a business gathering, suppliers, distributors, small manufacturers, and he had seen a woman there who looked familiar. Composed, well-dressed, speaking to men twice her age,
Karma
with the
is an
quiet
itch
authority
that
of
causes
someone who had
stitches.
nothing left to prove. He had not approached
Good
her,
one.
but he had asked around. The name people gave him was not one he expected. He came back to the
Oh,
village
karma
and mentioned it once
is an
to his
itch
wife in
that
passing.
causes a
His wife
stitch.
told Mama Ezine. Mama Ezine sat with the information for 3 days before she told anyone else. When she finally spoke, she chose her audience carefully.
Mama Ezine, you're
Not
getting
to
old
Ngozi,
though.
not yet.
Careful with that
She
well.
told it to the women at the borehole in a low voice. The way
Oh,
you
okay,
tell
the
something
well is
true
very-
that sounds impossible.
Why is it that
They
everything's
say
steaming?
Obiora's eldest daughter is doing very well for herself in the city. They say she has a business.
The
Why
woman
is she
knew.
talking to them?
Who
But
is
I
that
had,
The woman
I
who
had
left.
behind.
The one
honestly.
who was pushed.
Ngozi heard it 4th or 5th hand, diluted by the
Because
time it
you
reached
left her
her.
for out.
Easy enough to dismiss.
So people like to talk. They see a woman doing
Someone's
small
calling you,
business
girl.
and they
Pick up your
exaggerate.
phone.
Chioma, when her mother called to relay the rumor, laughed,
Ah, I thought she was calling
A
her.
businesswoman? Mama, please.
and that was that.
Oh,
They filed
oh, it's so sad. But they are meant to know that she can be a businesswoman because she works so hard. She has that work ethic. You know, that fighting hand that she wants to work hard and earn. She has it in her. So I don't think that they're meant to be underestimating her, because she has it for the fact that she worked so hard to send you to school and make sure that there's food on the table and the mom was well taken care of. She has that resilience. You know, so I don't think that this laughing, she's just been making a fool of herself, because she knows that she has that spirit in her to be able to make things change for her, or that ambition, as they say.
it under village gossip and left it there. But the rumor did not die. It returned. Different mouths, same story. A contract here, a warehouse there, workers, suppliers.
this?
A woman who had arrived with nothing and built something nobody had expected. Still, Ngozi and Chioma did not look. Pride is a
African
door that
impulse.
only opens from the inside, and neither of them had yet been desperate enough to knock. That would come. It always comes.
Oh, look at that.
On a
Ngozi's
Tuesday
hair
in the
looks so
rainy
nice.
season, in the middle of a phone call with a doctor whose voice
I wish it
held
would
no
rain right
comfort,
now.
Ngozi's hand began to tremble. The diagnosis was not
So
new.
hot.
They had known something was wrong for weeks. But the figure the doctor quoted for surgery was the kind of number that drains the color from a room. She called Chioma. Chioma went silent for a long moment.
What was that, Chima?
How much? It's very bad, my child.
What?
How much? Ngozi told
How much
her.
for what?
Another silence, longer this time.
That tear that's dripping, like, it's impossible. You cannot cry like that. You cannot cry, and it seems like your eyes is a fountain.
Outside, the rain was beginning, the slow, heavy kind that does not stop easily. Ngozi stood by the
Is
window
Ngozi
and listened
outside?
to her daughter
I
breathe
mean,
on the other end
Chioma.
of the line and felt for the first time the specific terror of needing help and having nowhere sufficient to turn. The name neither of them had said in 4 years moved through the room like a draft under a cloak.
You see? She ran away for 4 years. Okay, 4 years. And they didn't find her. They didn't try to look for her. They didn't try to do anything kind for her, or even send a message at least. They heard rumors and they thought it was a lie. Now all of a sudden they need something and they're trying to remember, oh, I have this sister that ran away ages ago and I heard that she was doing well, so now it's time to call her and make her give us some money.
Door. Neither of them spoke it yet, but it was there. They tried everything first. Chioma emptied her savings account on a Wednesday, and it was not enough. She borrowed from 2 colleagues and a cousin in Lagos, and it was not enough.
What did she do with all her money?
Ngozi sold her late husband's radio, her good set of china, and the gold earring she had worn on her wedding day. Still not enough. They wrote to the Church Welfare Committee. They called relatives in Owerri, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt. They got sympathy and small amounts and prayers. The surgery date was 5 weeks away, and they were still short by more than half. It was during a conversation outside the hospital, Chioma on the phone, voice framed mother immediately. She went home first and sat with it, the possibility, the shape of it, the humiliation contained inside it. Then the doctor called again about a deposit required before the surgery date could be held, and the choice stopped being a choice. Chioma,
Mama, I think I know where Adana is.
Oh, do you?
People have been saying she's in Onitsha. I think it is true. After everything, you want to go and beg her? I want to go and find my sister. She left us.
Chioma looked at her mother for a long moment.
Why are they always wearing matching clothes?
Slow realization behind it.
Did she, Mama?
Ngozi did not.
She left you, yeah, but she I think she has a valid reason for leaving.
The next morning.
What the woman's clothes done, man?
Led to a supplier.
It's crazy.
A supplier to a woman in the Newi fabric market who knew the warehouse. The warehouse.
What happened to that?
It was a proper compound, not.
I don't know. This is a supply. Whoa.
Things are solid when they are built with.
And then has a big girl now.
A painted gate, a small garden, 2 young men at the entrance who asked their names and their purpose with the calm authority of people who worked for someone worth protecting. When they gave their names, one of the men disappeared inside.
You see, they came and they shut the gate.
Ngozi stood at the gate in her church blouse, the one she wore for important occasions, and
looked
at the compound and said nothing. Her hands were clasped in front of her. She had aged in ways that had nothing to do with years. The gate opened.
Nice.
Adana came out wearing a plain blue.
Woo! It's Adana.
She had filled out.
Wow, she's so beautiful.
But in the way a person fills out when they have finally had enough to eat and enough rest and enough peace. She looked like
4 years. It took 4 years for her to look like a normal human being. Even if she could have looked like that when she was still suffering in the village.
She simply looked at them with the steady eyes of someone who had rehearsed
it in her
mind so many
because
times. It
I
had
don't
lost
know
the power to ambush her.
It looks like they're looking at me.
Adana, Mama, come inside.
They sat in her parlor. Real chairs, a center rug, framed fabric art on the walls. Through the back window, they could see a storage room where 2 workers were cataloging crates. A woman knocked, entered briefly, placed a tray of water and kola nut, and withdrew. Chioma looked at everything with wide, quiet eyes. She had prepared a speech on the drive from the village. It had dissolved the moment she walked through the gate. Ngozi broke first, not gently. She collapsed, slid from the chair to the knees on the rug with the full weight of a woman who had run.
I just have a question. It seems like this is a repeated pattern because I've seen this like in Nigerian movies and different movies, to be honest. Why is it that when a parent or people abandon their child, loved one, or whatever, and in the future they have a change of heart and they decide that okay, I want to be kind now and start apologizing, can we stop the redemption arc? Can we like normalize not doing that? Because some people deserve a second chance and others don't. Especially in movies, because in real life, most of the times, or like some of the times, this redemption arc doesn't happen. Because have you ever been hurt so much so that even if the person grovels, you can forgive them, but there's no going back to the way things were. I remember someone saying that, yeah, you can forgive, but you can't put that person back on that high pedestal where they were before in your life. They cannot come back and take that position where they were before. And the mother has been very unkind. For her to lay down and cry, I can forgive you. I think if Adana wants to take my advice, I say you can forgive her, but the relationship is strained. It will take a while to build up back to how it is supposed to be as a mother and a child. And how in the world can you even be unkind to the child that you birthed because maybe life wasn't treating them very kindly. Maybe their life didn't go as much as well as you wanted it to. And parents actually do that, so it's not like this is fake. People actually behave like this.
Out of alternatives, and also somewhere underneath the desperation, out of the lies she had been telling herself.
My daughter, forgive your mother. I have wronged you. I was blind and foolish, and I did not see you when you were standing right in front of me every day.
Oh, you see you. Why you see her? When she was literally
not the performative grief from her husband's grave,
sacrificing her whole life
and
for you,
and uglier than that.
Yes, it should be uglier than that. Why would
and
it
did
be
not
ugly?
move to comfort her. Not yet.
Oh, Adana was there. I thought this was Adana.
Chioma spoke. Adana. Her voice was stripped of everything. The city accent, the
her
confidence.
tears look like candle wax when the candle's melting and pouring in your hand and you can't even do anything. Especially when you're doing someone's hair. And you can't.
Sorry. I know that word is too small. I know there is nothing I can say that.
She stopped. Started again.
You
Wait,
gave
I don't
everything
understand.
for me. Your school, your future.
Oh,
A
now
man
she's
wanted to
remembering all
marry
the
you.
sacrifices.
Yes, I knew about Ikena. Mama Ezin told me years later. You gave all of it away so I could have a life. And I stood in
She
your
gave
mother's
up a
kitchen
good
and
man.
told my friend you were nothing. I said it
I
is
don't
what
know.
it is.
I don't know.
Like you were a problem that had simply
Maybe
worked
because I've
itself
never been in
out.
that situation,
And I
so I
stood in
wouldn't
your
know how I
mother's
would
kitchen and told my friend you were
react.
nothing.
But
I said it is what it is. Like you were a problem that had simply worked itself out.
The room was very quiet.
it is what
I don't
it
deserve
is.
your forgiveness. I am not here to ask for it. I am here because our mother is dying and you are the only person strong
Oh,
enough to
the
help her.
mom
Because you
is
have always been the
dying. How
strongest
come I
person in
missed
this
that?
family. We just never told you.
Adana was quiet for a long time. When she finally spoke, her voice was even, not cold, not warm. The voice of a woman
who
had
did the
long
mom
finished
say?
crying about this.
I used to practice what I would say if I ever saw you again. For the first 2 years, what I practiced was a fight. After that, it was silence, just walking away again. Then one day I stopped practicing. I decided that whatever happened would simply happen. Get up, Mama. Sit in the chair. I was 17 years old when I put my school fees back in that tin box. I told myself it was love, and it was. And there was nobody, not one person in that house who looked at me and said, this is too much for her to carry alone.
Exactly. Nobody, even the mom. Let's say the sister didn't notice, because she was young and she was just taking whatever was handed to her. But the mother didn't look at her child and say, this is too much for her to handle. Well, I feel like if a child can struggle to make sure that her sister goes to school and the mom is fed and has nice clothes and things, I think that the mom can also do that. Isn't she like meant to be stronger than her child?
I starved myself 3 separate times so there would be money for your second year. Did you know that? No, because I never told you. Because I believe that was what love meant. Silent, total, leaving no
They're all
room for
wearing
yourself.
matching clothes, which is quite
She
nice.
paused.
And then you sat at Papa's table, the table I kept standing, and told me to be quiet. Both of you. As if I were a stranger who had wandered in.
Chioma's face
Yeah,
had
she
crumpled
disrespected
fully
her
now.
a
She
lot.
was not trying to hold it together.
That is the part that broke me.
What
Not
happened to
the
the paper
hard
now?
work, the table.
She picked up a folder from the side table.
Okay.
She had known somehow, or prepared the way careful people prepare for all possibilities, that this day would eventually come. She placed a bank transfer document on the table.
I have already sent the full amount for the surgery to the hospital's account.
Oh.
I called this morning after your man spoke to mine at the gate yesterday and reported
Yeah,
the
I
visit.
think
The
that
surgery is
I
confirmed.
know
Mama will
once
be taking care of
I
her
did
health.
say she should help her mom.
Ngozi pressed her hand over her mouth.
Help
Chioma
wise.
stared at the document.
Adana,
It's
why?
it's very
After
kind of her.
everything because I refused to become what you became. You
Yeah.
forgot what I did for you
God
and it
bless
made
her.
you cruel.
Her voice did not rise.
I will not forget what you did to me and let it
Yeah, I
make
guess,
me the same. I
you
will
can't
not forget
expect
what you
her
did
to
to
do
me and
good
let it make me the
things.
same. That is not the woman I have built myself into.
She stood.
But I need you to hear me clearly. I am not your elder sister today in the way I was before, the one who absorbs
Exactly.
everything and asks for nothing and can be silenced at the dinner table. That woman is gone. I
Mm.
paid for her to leave. Some wounds
Yeah.
do not heal, Chioma. They only become easier to carry, and
Yeah.
only because you learn to put down the people who keep reopening them.
She walked to the parlor door and opened it.
Go home. Take care of Mama. Build something true with the life I helped you start.
She looked at them both.
Oh, that's good though.
Her
She I know that she,
everything that had been.
she's helped them as much as she can. She has paid the hospital bills and everything. So I'm glad that she isn't really welcoming. Well, I'll sound like a mean person, but it's good for her that she's not really embracing the idea of them staying with her, you know. So she's sending them back home. Let me go home and do whatever you want with what I have helped you with, which is good, you know. Because if she, now that they see that she's successful, that traits that they already had in them, as much as they've apologized, it's still there. It's part of them. They could still start leeching off of her again. So it's good that she's sending them back home.
And could not be undone. She stepped aside.
I wish you both well. I mean that. But this house is my peace.
Yeah.
And my peace is the one thing I will not sacrifice again. Adana, please.
Adana.
Preach, girl.
Late afternoon, Ngozi walked through the gate slowly, one hand on Chioma's arm, looking back once. Adana was not watching from the window. She had already returned to her life, her workers, her yard, her quiet and earned existence. Chioma sat in the car and did not speak for the first hour of the
mother.
She held the
I think that she has probably had like 10 mothers in this last 30 minutes.
Girl, counting money in a tin box, making a decision that would cost her everything, asking nothing in return. The surgery was successful.
Oh, thank God.
Recovered slowly over 8 weeks.
For
she
us,
was quieter afterwards.
successful surgery.
The illness had burned something out of her, or perhaps returned something. She began visiting Adana's name in her prayers.
Is she
not as a request,
reciting the story?
But as a reckoning. A name she said plainly, without decoration. Chioma sent a letter 3 months later.
Oh, Chioma looks nice, even if she's sad.
Handwritten, 4 pages.
Yeah, Mama.
She did not ask for a relationship. She did not ask for anything. She only wrote down what she remembered in full, without softening.
That's very sad.
Every sacrifice she had witnessed and pretended not to see. It was the most honest thing she had ever written. Adana received it. Read it once,
Adana suddenly, maybe she did not like liposuction or something, because she looks younger than usual.
And that is where the story rests. Not in reconciliation, not in ruin, but in the long, honest space between them, where real healing, if it comes at all, must grow on its own terms. The end.
That was a very good story, and it really told me a lot of things. I, kind of realized that these kind of things can actually happen in real life, and it's very sad that people actually go through things like this. And I love the fact that as much as they were, going towards the redemption arc, they didn't necessarily highlight it, like glorify it in a way that is annoying or unrealistic, because she made good graces with her mom, she made good chances with her mother, and it was good that she did that. She made sure that her mom knew that she hurt her, which I think that most people don't do, because there's lots of people that you can get hurt by your parents, emotionally traumatized, but you don't see the need to stand up for yourself and sort of like explain to them that, oh look, this thing that you did hurt me. I think that the moment you express yourself in that manner, it lightens the burden, because then you feel that, oh, this person knows that this particular action hurt me. This is how I felt about it. So yeah, I really enjoyed the story, and I hope you did as well. It's long. It's been long. That's 58 minutes now. I really enjoyed it, even if I was criticizing it a lot. I really enjoyed the story. It was very nice, and I can't relate to it, but I think most people, the 488,000 people that have seen that video, maybe some of them can relate to it, but I can't. But yeah, this was nice, and I hope to do more reactions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. I think my favorite was ridiculous